Emakhosini bogogo nabomkhulu ngiyanamukela ku-channel yami nesahlele nesalukazi intombi endala ugogo Patricia, right? So bantwana bethongo, I'm here to speak to people who are self-initiating, to say that kunzima, it's not easy. I once upon a time also wished ukuthi it would have been better if abogogo nabomkhulu had shown me umuzi wokuthi ngiye kuwona, because I know I will be there 6 months, then I'm done. I know when I wake up, somebody will be knowing what I need to do or what needs to be done next. I know that should I see something or dream something, they would already know this is the process, as opposed to when you are self-initiating. You can dream a dream today and figure it out in the next 6 months or figure it out in the next year. So sometimes usuke uboniswa, but not necessarily ukuthi uzoyenza ngaleso sikhathi, because they probably also know that you do not understand. But by the time you understand, it will be a year later. So self-initiation journey takes a lot more than ukuya ephehlweni. And it takes you having to make a whole lot of mistakes because of there's no one holding your hands. Remember, uma ungenwa abantu abadala, not everyone usuka akhulele esintwini noma akhuliswa abantu abasazi isintu. Like some of us usuke ukhulele umuntu osindisiwe, then you join. So it's like having to figure things out. It's very difficult. But abantu abadala, they will always be speaking to you. You might have a question uphahle ngayo, then watch TV, then bakhulume ngaleyo nto. That means amadlozi akho, they're saying here's the answer. You might dream something. Mina, that's what happens, you know. There would be dreams where I am like, okay, ngiyakhumbula iphupho, ngiphuphe 1 2 3, but khona le part engiyikhohliwe. And ngizocabanga umuntu, then vele ukuthi vele ngimphuphile bekayenza 1 2 3 4, or kuvela ubisi e-TV, or ngivuke ngivula ifridge ngibamba ubisi, immediately mangibamba ubisi ngithi manje ngikhumbula manje bengigeza ngobisi ephupheni. So that's how abantu abadala, they communicate with us, and you have to be somebody who's paying attention. You have to be somebody who listens. You have to be somebody who does into abantu abadala say to you. And now we are in an era whereby there's a conflict between self-initiating and abantu abaye ka gobela. And I would understand abantu abathi bona baliphuza baliphalaza the way they feel. Probably they feel robbed. Imagine umuntu aye 4 years if it's a university to study towards being a doctor, then when we're online online and get your degree for 1 year, I mean, also feel good to know that's an insult kubu doctor, but it's not even actually 1 year. Probably it's way longer than that, 7 years, because kuwena it's a continuation, and you're not dependent on a lecture. But obviously it's an example. I understand why they will feel entitled ukuthi bona babusebenzele lo budokotela, then others ababusebenzelanga, right? Makes sense, yabo. So i-advice engizonipha yona, there will be times whereby you are shaken. There will be times whereby you doubt yourself. There will be times where you doubt your ancestors. And that time you will be all alone. All I want to tell you is that do not be shaken. Do not be shaken. You get a whole lot of people abathwasile wanting to ask, no. Futhi baqala ngathi bayabuza bese bayaphikisa, you know. And I got to a point whereby I'm like, I'm not gonna engage anymore in any conflict or conversations between self-initiates and abantu abathwasile, because it's not gonna get us anywhere. In actual fact, sizogcina sicabene, amaphaphu aphezulu, omunye azo ngathi angabamba omunye abazo ngathi ngabamba omunye. At that time sekumosheke konke. Reason why I will not engage in that. It's because I don't bother myself to ukuthi ephehlweni bayenzani. I don't bother myself. Angaze ngambuza umuntu ukuthi okay ngiyandizwa ukuthi niyaliphuza naliphalaza niyenzani, bamixa ini, usuku kuphi, usuku liphalaza emanzini, usuku liphalaza emgodini, usuku ugcokeni. What happens if awusakwazi ukuphalaza, niyacula in that time or kuyenzani? Like I've never asked and I don't even know, right? Reason why ngingazi futhi ngingabuzi, it's because it won't benefit me anyway. Angeke ngincede ndawo, right? All I know is my journey. So even nabantu abathwasile who are invested in actual wanting to know ukuthi what self-initiation in order for them to bash it, something that is not for you, it's like we are in varsity, ne? When you are studying HR, ne, omunye umntana ustudisha engineering. Instead of wasting time and asking ukuthi ku-engineering nenzani, you must focus on studying your HR, because at the end of the day into oyoyibhala akusi engineering, HR. Even self-initiates, never focus kwentweni ezinganifuni, because at the end of the day wena unendlela yakho, right? Naye lo othwasile, focus entwasweni, because of self-initiation will not help you anywhere. You knowing ukuthi kuyenzakalani will not change the price of rice eChina, yabo. Nami knowing ukuthi kuyenzakalani entwasweni will not change the price of rice eChina. So it's very difficult. And now that social media is here, I've realized ukuthi people come on social media and say everything they want to say. I always say that you can say whatever that you want to say, respectfully, humbly so. Make your point across based on your research, based on your experience, it's fine. But it's another thing if you're gonna bash. Because if you bash, you're bashing based on your experience, but you're bashing somebody's experience. My experience and your experience, it's not the same, right? I remember nginomuntu engimaziyo who was so furious ngokuthi esontweni bamprofita ngobabakhe, and they spoke bad ngobabakhe. She was so angry to the point ukuthi people don't understand. Yes, I might not belong kusibongo sakhabo baba, right? But ubaba mina ungikhulisile, umama kangishiya. Ubaba played a role. My dad was there to sit me down, sikhulume ngama period. My dad was there throughout. That man has played a huge role in my life. You understand? So then if let's say somebody ono mama no baba, they will not know experience alo muntu ono mama ono baba kuphela, and nalo no baba kuphela will not know experience umuntu ono mama kuphela, right? But you must not come and say ingane ezingakhuliswanga abo baba babo, or noma abo baba they are useless, abantu besilisa they are useless, because when your father was useless. Yes, you can say my father was useless, but don't say abo baba ba useless, because somebody can stand up and say my father was not useless, my father was useful. In actual fact, that man came to the party, that man, made sure that I'm brought up. So it's nice to bring your experience and say, oh, mina ngikhuliswe both parents, it was nice, so I believe in marriage because of that. I don't believe in a person being raised by a single parent. You can say that, but don't say that no, nina abo mama bakhulisa abantwana without abo baba babo, you are useless. No, our experiences are not the same. That's where the problem starts. You talking about your story, somebody will relate. Even the other person, somebody will relate. But there's no need to bash the others, because you don't know the upbringings of others, their experiences. You were never there. You will not understand, and it's not for you to understand, because it was not